Welcome to the Clopen Effect, a retail podcast. Thanks for hanging out with us today. I'm your host, Meredith.
And I'm your host, Cass.
Let's have some fun.
No.
40 wasn't terrible. I mean, it probably helped that my besties had like the best surprise birthday ever for me.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that made it.
No, I got to give
I
Bestie
cried
all
a
the
lot.
credit for that.
And whose birthday's coming up?
The pups we were talking
Meredith's
about.
birthday.
I'm
Happy
not
birthday.
turning 30. I'm not even turning 40.
She's turning 39.
Yes.
Yes. Once again.
Once again, it'll be a good time.
Oh, yeah. When everybody's listening to this, it'll practically be your birthday.
It will.
Yeah.
It will, yeah.
Happy birthday to you. That's all I'll do. Otherwise, it's super awkward.
And then we all have to go, yay!
Yay!
I always think I sound good singing on Snapchat when we're singing for someone, and then I go the next morning and listen to my Snapchats. I'm like, oh, whoa.
Delete.
Yeah.
Need some
Should have lip
voice
synced that. Crazy.
Well, that's what I said. I always think in the car. When I'm in the car by myself, I know every single word. I never
Yes,
miss
of
a
course.
beat. And then I'll go to karaoke and be like, I know this song. I can sing it. And then I'm like, I don't know this at
We
all.
talked about that a couple weeks ago.
Do
like,
not
no,
know this. No.
No.
Mm-mm.
What words?
It's the acoustics of the car.
It's
They
gotta
yeah.
the
Oh,
inside
yeah.
It's gotta be.
And the insulation
Yeah.
and just how the car is
Yeah.
composed. You know, it just
Yeah.
makes you sound like
Yeah.
Tina Turner. And
Yeah.
then, you know, once you get out of your car, sorry.
And then it's.
You're an American Idol reject.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So Nikki Weed is here with
Yay!
us. Yay me!
Yay me!
We chat all the time on the social. So happy to see her in person again. She visited us a few months ago already.
Yeah.
Was
It's been a while.
May, maybe?
I was gonna
Yeah.
say it was a little chilly out. I think.
It was a
And
little bit chilly.
you brought a little chili with
And
you
it's
today
back.
too. Yeah, it's a little chilly. out again.
Can we talk about how it dropped to 50 degrees and my lips are
Please
chapped
do.
already?
Yeah, please do. My
And
thighs
windy.
are chapped.
It's so windy. So I went for a tiny little hike around the bog. And I'm like, oh, I'll be fine. And I'm like, my ears are cold. My face is cold. My nose is running. This is miserable.
Yeah.
It's probably because you got really thin pants on.
Yes.
My ooh la la see-through pants.
Yeah. She walked up and she was like, I'm so embarrassed. We're like, why? You look wonderful. She's like, my pants are see-through.
I think those are tights, babe.
Everybody in McHenry County got a show today.
That's all right.
So where did you find the long sweater then?
Well, I had this on.
Oh, that's good.
So the
Thinking
wind
that-
was kind of blowing it around though.
Well,
Yeah.
I bent over to tie my shoe, and it was just, hey,
Hey.
we got polka dot panties on.
full moon out tonight.
Always the polka dot panties. Why? Why?
You want to talk about spooky season? There you go. We can talk about my underwear.
Ooh, scary.
You know,
Nobody howled when you bent over.
No.
So that was good.
Well,
Nobody
no,
noticed.
it doesn't make me feel very good because usually, you know, back in my younger years, I'd get catcalled.
Yeah.
Now there's probably a couple of people that have been temporarily blinded.
You know, maybe they just like stripes, not polka dots. You know,
There
preference
were,
is everything.
animal print. There was some cheetah, maybe some tiger stripes.
That is kind of in right now, I think, all the animal prints.
I just have middle-aged woman underwear. Nothing exciting. I'm sorry.
Sorry, I got my granny panties on today.
So we were checking in with you a couple of weeks ago, and you let us know that you're only working for Ed's Plant Shop now, right? In
Which
Brooklyn?
Ed's plants are better than bagels.
They are.
Yeah, they really are. So
Hello.
how is that going
Oh,
first?
fantastic. So we have scaled a bit and we have,
Oh.
yes, so we have hired on 2 new people, which is super exciting because it was just Ed and his sister and I, and then one person in the shop that was doing all the packaging. And it just wasn't enough. There was just all kinds of little side work that wasn't getting done.
Okay.
And we were trying to get it done and we were just scrambling. And we were having a chat and he goes, you know what? My best friend since elementary school is looking for a part-time job. I think I'm going to bring her on. And she is the most brilliant. I mean, she's never worked in a plant shop, but she acts like she has been there her entire life.
Oh,
she,
that's great.
She's starting to do our social media presence.
Oh, good.
Oh,
Which I'm not going to lie, I'm not the best at because I don't keep up with trends.
Yeah,
I try
sure.
so
It is hard.
It is hard.
very
And
hard.
it changes. You know, in a retail environment, if you're not like constantly scrolling TikTok and seeing what's going on, you're like a week behind.
Yeah.
And then trying to schedule out relevant content in like 2 days.
Yeah.
It's already old news.
Yeah.
Like, oh boy. So then it was like I was trying to take classes on how to do better with social media. And then I just got even more confused. I'm
Yeah.
like, because there are platforms that you could use, like, let's see, your social something or other and Hootsuite that will kind of do the work for you, but it's so
I
expensive.
bet.
It's like for one member to use the social platform Hootsuite, it's like $300 a month.
Oh, wow.
And
I mean,
does that bring in all of your socials so that you just post once or you build on it? You post once and it goes everywhere?
Right.
Twitter,
So-
Facebook, Instagram,
TikTok.
Oh, okay.
Yes, and it's very intuitive, so it will grab all of the relevant like social stuff going on.
Oh,
so
wow.
like if there's trending audio out there, it'll give you suggestions like, hey, you should take pictures of this in your shop and pair it with this audio. But since I work remote, I'm not in the shop.
Right.
So I can't just like
Sure.
mosey over to the plants.
You're
and
like,
say,
can you send me a picture of that aloe plant?
yeah,
Yeah.
it was a very clunky process. But since Zoya has come on, she has been taking like super creative pictures, and she did this whole photo shoot over the weekend with fall colors.
Oh,
and
cool.
So our new arrivals, instead of just saying, hey, it's a plant on a table, ooh la la, she had like fall color leaves around and like a little ghost. So it's super
Little
cute.
artsy fartsy in there.
Yeah, she got super creative. And then my favorite thing that she has done so far is she made Ed have like a ghost costume.
Oh, nice.
And he came out of the plants. He's coming through the shop going, ooh. And all you can see is his little legs. And
Oh, that's so funny.
And it got posted on TikTok and Instagram. It's like instantly we got all of these likes. I'm like, man, I've been busting my ass for the past year trying to do content, and I get like maybe 2 likes and put Ed in a ghost costume and we're trending.
Yeah.
That's all you
baby.
needed.
People
all
like
you
that
needed
kind of
was
stuff.
Well, I'm not gonna say that. I was gonna say all you needed was a white sheet, but that's not. that could go wrong really quick.
Yeah.
Dancing
I
on
mean,
a
for
thin
a
line.
ghost.
As long as it has 2 circles for eyes and an ooh mouth, I think we'll be okay.
So what are your main tasks?
So right now, I am working on the website. I'm doing a lot of SEO and optimization work, which is tedious, but without that dialed in, you don't get any traffic to your website.
Yeah.
So we have some really cool tools that will pull in errors on the website. So say there is a product listing for a ZZ plant. To make it relevant in search engines, like on Google or anything, you have to have a title that is so many characters long. And you have to have a description that is so many characters long. And you have to have a meta description that fits all these parameters. Well, when we set up the website, it was just like, woo, we're selling products.
Yeah.
And we didn't really pay any attention to that. So once we started optimizing it, it's like, hey, you have 600 products that need attention. And I went,
Oh my gosh.
excuse me? But again, much like Hootsuite, there's applications that just tell you how to fix it and you could just plow right through. But the funky thing is that it's like you could be done. It's like, yes, I just knocked out all of those 600 errors. And then the next morning it's like, hey, look, there's 30 more. Where
Oh,
did those come from?
gosh.
Because it just changes. It's really wild. And as somebody that has had nothing but background in brick and mortar retail,
Right.
Managing the garden department in a couple big box stores, it's like, I don't know that much about SEO optimization and website development, but by gum, I'm learning.
Yeah,
And-
for sure.
And so it's been a really fun learning experience because I'm pushing myself out of my comfort zone. And aside from that, let's see here, I'm doing all of the blogs. So we're trying to really build out our education section on our website so that instead of just selling plants and selling, plant accessories, plants and plant accessories, that was my best Hank Hill impersonation. We're trying to educate people as well. Because I feel like, I've been in the plant business for a long time. I've got all of these marbles rolling around in my noggin, and I'd like to share them with people. So we're trying to build that out. we're expanding our product lines. We're carrying more rare plants instead of just doing the meat and potato plants, like fiddle leaf figs, just pothos, whatever. We're getting some really rare plants. So I about had a heart attack. We got a really rare monstera last week. Okay, you guys, keep it alive, please.
Is that's the ones that has the big leaves, right?
Yes.
And do they have holes in the leaves?
They have holes in them, and this one is called
Beautiful.
Monstera Thai Constellation. So the leaves are just like, they look like plastic to me because they're so perfect and so pretty.
Wow.
But the variegation, it's like half of the leaf is pure white, and then the other side has these really cool like freckles.
Oh, wow.
So I mean, to me, it looks fake. But people have been like crawling on their belly trying to find these things, and we found one. It's like, yes, we're gonna sell this thing. And like, oh, I don't know, it might be our shop mascot. We might be sitting on it for a while. But
About how much is it?
it's a little over $100.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
For
Okay.
a 4-inch plant.
I thought you were going
Holy
to say
smokes.
thousands because I know nothing about plants.
Yeah, I don't either.
I said that last time.
But even
so.
$100, I don't know if I would spend that much on something I'll just kill.
Right.
You know?
Right. Or maybe.
We
yeah, you
talked
just
about
don't
my
know.
non-green thumb last time you were here, so.
So if people are allergic to plants or they don't like plants or they think they're going to kill them, I like your art that you have online too. I noticed that
yeah.
there's like the canvases and stuff.
Yeah.
So go visit. It's edsplantshop.com and it's art prints, posters, and stickers, and it kind of shows like different leaves and I don't know, it's really neat. Like there's the monster species, begonia species. So yeah.
That's the kind
I
of
think
plants
that's
I
neat.
need.
Yeah, that me too.
Pictures of plants.
I just need a wall of plants in pictures.
Yeah.
These really cool vintage prints. Well, they're vintage style.
Yeah.
But they look like old Audubon prints. Like
Oh,
from
yeah,
the
sure,
old-timey
sure.
botanical booklets.
Yeah.
And there's some really pretty ones in there, too.
That's excellent.
I have the dandelion one, and I don't know, it makes me smile.
Yeah.
Especially when it's winter time,
Oh my
and it's just
gosh,
like
yeah.
so depressing outside.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes I'll sit there and I'll stand and look at that print and be like, summer's coming too,
Yes.
Nikki. It'll be
Yeah.
okay. You'll get through this.
I'm determined to not get the winter blues this year.
Good. Last year and the year before was tough on you.
Yeah.
For sure.
It's tough on me too.
Yeah.
I hate
It
it.
hurts my heart when you get like that. You just
Yeah.
get quiet and she likes to rest and
I just want
You
to
stay away
hibernate.
from me.
It's not you. Trust me, it's not you, it's me.
Have you heard of doing like sun treatments, like getting a
Yeah,
sun
my
lamp?
grandma got me a sun lamp. I mean, she got it for herself, but she's not there all the time, so I'll use it. But it's so bright. I don't like it.
Did you
'cause it's
use it
so
last year?
bright. No, probably
Did you have
not.
sunglasses on?
No. Are you supposed to wear sunglasses?
If it's too bright, I
Oh.
would feel like it
Is it a
might mitigate
infrared?
it.
No, it's just like a box and it's just a very bright light. So, you know, at my house, we have that closet right by the front door.
Yes.
And it's like my stairs and there's a closet in front of it. So it has like the top of the closet is there and we have some stuff up there. But I tried to like put it up there and like shine it into the living room and I don't know.
I thought you were gonna say you just go stand in the closet.
That's what
with
I was
your
gonna.
light.
I absolutely thought the same.
I thought you
She
made
locks
yourself
herself
like
in the closet with the light. I'm like, yeah, that's gonna seem really bright.
and kind of spooky, kind of weird.
I mean, it is spooky
And then
season.
you come out and you're like, I'm tan and I'm happy.
That was great.
With
it is,
that door
you know what?
open,
It
you're a
is the
new
happy
person.
light. That's what they call it, the happy light. And I don't like it. I don't like it. So
It's too bright.
yeah. I just
Have
enjoy.
you tried alcohol?
Oh, pfft. It's usually my go-to.
With the sunlight in the closet.
No,
It's like
no,
Clue.
Yeah, I should.
You in the closet
With
with
the
the sunlight
alcohol.
with booze.
Yeah, yeah. I killed the booze in the closet with the sunlight.
I've heard that works. I don't know. I was talking to my sister about it today because I'm like, I see clouds. I'm getting
Yeah.
kind of chilly. And I mean, I've lived in Arizona for the past couple of winters and in South Carolina for those winters. I mean, I haven't spent a Midwest winter in almost 20 years.
Yeah.
So I'm getting kind of paranoid.
It's rough.
And she goes, you know what you could do? And it will help your plants as well. You could get a grow light. I said, I don't want to grow anymore.
Yeah.
I'm already busting out my pants now. I don't want to grow anymore.
I think my problem is it's so easy to just stay inside when it's cold out.
Oh, yeah.
So I just don't want to go anywhere. I don't want to do anything. I
I was
just
gonna
want
say,
to
which
like,
means you don't move around.
Yeah.
There's good shows to watch.
Right.
There's movies.
Yeah.
Hallmark Christmas starts
Hells
October 20th. That's what we
What?
do for 2 months.
I've already watched Hallmark Christmas movies. There's a bunch of them on like Tubi and stuff.
Why would you want to go walk outside
No
in the
way.
winter when there's a Hallmark Christmas movie on?
And then I see all my sister-in-laws walking down the street, and they're like, "Hey, Cass, you want to come for a walk with us?" I'm like, "No."
You can put a jacket and a
You guys
hat
are
on?
gross.
Stick your tongue out. What's wrong with you
I don't
people?
have to be outside right now. I'm not going to be outside right now. So I'm going to try to fight that.
Good
this
for
year.
you. Good for you.
I'm going to try.
One other thing on the website that I like are the gift ideas.
Oh,
All
yeah.
of those are so cute. Like
Yeah.
I'm looking at the little zebra vase and the little like the stone hanging planter. So if you just don't know what to get for someone, I feel like that is the best, like tab to start it, or what do you call it? Like page to start.
Or
Because
collection.
you only
Yeah,
have
yeah.
76 days till Christmas.
Yeah, so get on it.
And if you're going to order
EdsPlantShop.com.
something, yeah, you need to do that in like 60 days.
Closer to the holidays, around Thanksgiving or so, I put together an actual gift guide.
Oh, there you go.
So it's like I'll have gift ideas for the man in your life. So we'll have like the Japanese Nata hatchets and a Pulaski axe and like manly stuff.
Yeah.
Not saying that men don't like non-manly stuff.
Sure,
you know,
but yeah.
stereotyping, broad strokes, whatever.
Yeah.
And then, gifts for the non-gardener. So like the prince or
Yes.
we have knickknacks and, plants for the green thumb. And it's a fun gift guide, but, I would like people to just look at it and say, okay, I'm going to shop for everybody at Ed's Plant Shop.
Yes.
It doesn't happen, but
You never know.
we could dream big.
You never
dream
know.
big.
Because I'll tell you what, if I find something that I'm like easy and I can order it and then it comes to me and I just wrap it and then be done with it, I'm doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You are very good at shopping. I struggle with it. She's
Yeah.
very good.
Me
I try
too.
to do one thing for everybody. So that way it's easy.
I actually, you know what? It's Amazon Day, and I did just buy
Yes.
4 of the same thing because I was like,
Yes.
everyone's gonna like
Everyone's
this, and I
gonna get
did
this,
while
yeah.
we were sitting there talking, waiting
Yeah.
for Nikki. So
Yeah.
Have you heard the mindset that you're supposed to buy presents, you're supposed to buy something to wear, to eat, and read for everybody?
Oh, no.
that's
like-
amazing.
Yeah, and I was thinking, it's like
That's
that's
a
money.
lot.
You know, I
a
think
lot
my
of money.
sister-in-law, who is also very good at gift giving, does that.
Does she?
I feel like it. We
It
got
blew my mind.
yeah. Like I always usually get like something maybe from Nike from her, like a sweatshirt or a running gear, and then she gave us a pizza cooker, like the oven.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then what would be the third one?
Eat, wear,
wear,
and read.
And read. And yeah, and she'll do cookbooks or something that, yes.
Yeah.
I think she just naturally does that.
My mom always gave us pajamas on Christmas Eve and I loved it.
Yes.
And then even
yes.
as an adult, she's bought us like funny like onesie footy pajamas, or she'll buy us like real fuzzy nightgowns. Or one year she bought us sheets, like sheet sets for our bed, and I was
make
like, "This is
ghost
awesome."
Oh,
costumes.
yeah. I love stuff that you can use right away. I love that.
Yeah.
We're usually coffee, like K-cups. Give us
Yeah.
coffee, give us syrups, give us because we're morning people. We love all that
Yeah.
kind of stuff. And that's usually what we get, which is excellent.
I told my mom, don't forget, I know you're listening. I want an ice maker for Christmas this year.
Oh, like one of those tabletop ones?
Yes.
I was looking at those on Prime Day.
Yeah.
They had one for cheap.
Did they?
Yeah.
Better get on there, Ma.
I think it was like $24, Mom.
Yeah.
So let's get into
Great
spooky
deal.
season.
Spooky. We're
What
done
happened
with
to your
Christmas.
job?
Talk about scary.
Talk about scary.
Other job. So last time I was gracing y'all with my presence, I was working for a company that had 32 brands on Amazon.
Yes.
It was great.
And we listed a lot of them in the description.
Yeah.
So you'll have to let me know if we got to take all of them off.
no sour
We
grapes
play
here.
dirty. No, I'm just kidding.
So
I was going to say, they're not going to be mad they're selling shit, but oh yeah, we don't want them to sell shit.
I got my severance package. They could do whatever they
All
want.
right, we'll leave it.
So they say acquired.
Okay.
I feel like something else happened, but I
Sure,
don't know.
sure.
By a firm out of Germany.
Oh.
And so we were told, this is going to be awesome. You guys are going to get better benefits. You guys are going to get time off. You're going to get everything that other companies are doing for their employees that we're not doing for you already. And I said, great. And I'm like, yay, Germans.
This is
Yay,
it.
Germans.
Yeah.
Woo. This company is going to rock. It's going to change my world. My team is going to be best. And then about a month went by. There was no real talk about like the merger, like the teams combining. It was just really quiet. all right. And so I just sat there and I chugged through my work, doing my thing. And then one morning it was emergency meeting, 8:30 in the morning. And I'm like, screw this. I'm going in my pajamas. This is not, emergency meeting my butt. So I'm in my kitchen. I crack open my laptop and I'm in my pajamas, and they're the cutest pajamas, by the way. They're sheep. So it's like all these little white sheep, and every sixth one is a black sheep.
Aww.
And it's like, oh, it's me. I'm the little black sheep. So I'm sitting there in my sheep pajamas. I got my coffee going. Like, okay, cool. And the new people come on.
Oh, no.
Very serious.
Which that had to be like 8 o'clock at night for them, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
They were serious
So
about
I'm
it.
sitting there, this isn't the fun, lighthearted experience that I thought it was going to be. And then it was like a 45-minute call. We are combining forces and we're going to conquer the world. We're going to be the biggest selling something or other on Amazon. We got all this. We've got 52 brands. You've got 32. We're going to combine them. We're going to do all this. And I'm like, yeah, this is going to be great. My life is just going to be awesome.
Hyping you up a little bit.
And then in the last 5 minutes, the tone turned calm into somber. And he said, well, we are letting go 42 people.
Ugh.
And those that are being let go will get an invite from your manager in the next 5 minutes.
Oh, God.
And I'm over there being a cocky asshole, and I'm sending messages to all my coworkers like, ooh, who do you think's going to get let go? Ooh.
That's the worst.
I bet it's going to be so-and-so.
All of a sudden, message not delivered.
And
Everything's green. Like, why is
went,
it not coming through?
Okay. And, the people that I were kind of joking with are like, oh, yeah, I bet this person's out. I bet that person is out. And then I get ding. And it's a message request from my boss. Like, do you have time for a meeting? I said, okay, I know what this is.
I'd be like,
about.
no, I have work to do.
I said, I know what's happening here.
What was your response? I'm curious because
I was.
Did you just say good morning? Yes.
Very diplomatic.
Okay.
It's gonna sound terrible because it was by that time like 9:15 in the morning.
Sure.
I said, I need a beer. I got a beer. And I sat there and I'm like, okay, let's do this meeting. And my boss got on and she had visibly been bawling. Her face was so red. She had all these tears. She goes, I can't even right now. I said, don't worry about it. You don't have to explain. I get it. It's fine. She goes, I am as shocked as you are. I found out 10 minutes ago. And she just cried and cried. And I sat there as stoic as ever.
Good.
I stood there like a statue. I said,
because she still has a job right now,
well,
right?
she still has a job.
So cry or not.
Yeah. But I felt so bad for her. It's like she is bawling her eyes out.
Yeah.
And I'm over here like, I'll be fine.
Yeah.
We'll get through this. You guys will get through this. She goes, we
You're like,
won't.
good thing I have another job already.
Yeah.
But what if she didn't? I mean,
I know.
So the toughest part of the layoff, and I've never heard this happen for other people, is that I had to stay on with the company for 3 months to train the new team.
I'd be like, bye,
Yeah.
Felicia's.
So the new company said, okay, if you stay for 3 months until the end of September, we're going to give you a severance and a bonus if you hit all your targets. I'm like, looks like I'm a slave to you guys. No problem. So I sat there, and for 3 months, it was like jump, monkey, jump. And I did all the things. I created all these training documents. And then they had the nerve to say, well, we want to team you up with a buddy from the new company so that you can make a new friend. I said, I don't want a buddy. You can keep your buddy.
I can tell you where to put your buddy.
I don't want a buddy. And they said, well, we just really want to develop a rapport within the team. I said, that doesn't make sense because I'm not even on the team. So I did it. I made it the 3 months. I smiled.
Good for you.
I did all of the things. And the most insulting thing was on the very last day. We're in Slack. Everybody's messaging back and forth. Hey, we've got this problem. We're trying to work with the other team to do this, that. They posted within our team, hey, we're looking to hire somebody to replace Nikki in the Philippines for $5 an hour.
Oh
And I'm
my
like,
God.
how insulting. Could you not have waited one day so that I didn't see that? Could you not have just like postponed that a little bit? That was just very tacky in my book. Very, very tacky. So I just, I let it go. I was the bigger person, and here I am.
I'm like, I don't even think I blinked. My mouth is, I'm just staring at her listening.
It was
I've never gone through anything like that, so I can't even imagine.
I like have a stomach ache for you. I don't even know how I would handle that.
I don't either.
It was very, it tested my character.
Yeah.
And it tested
your character's very good, obviously.
Well,
I mean,
my
holy
integrity
cow.
for sure, because within the group of people that got laid off, we kind of created our own group chat to kind of support and like, hey, I found this job, it might work for you, or hey, I found this job.
Amazing.
And then we kind of bounce ideas off of each other. We review each other's resumes. We give each other, pep talks, and make people calm down when they're getting a little feisty.
Yeah.
And then one person that got laid off, she's like, I'm going to burn this effing company to the ground. I'm like, oh, no.
So out of the 42, or how many stayed for the 3 months? Did everyone stay for the 3 months?
So of the 42, there were about 12 of them that got the axe that day.
Okay.
They were like, and they didn't get anything. Ooh la la money. No,
okay.
They were just shown the door.
Okay, that's terrible.
Which broke my heart because the one guy had just bought a house in Wrigleyville.
Oh no!
And he moved from Ohio, and
oh my god,
they don't care.
They don't care.
care.
Absolutely cold. And then the other one, his wife was pregnant, and she was due the day, his last day, and his wife had the baby on his last day of work. And I'm like, oh, you guys are breaking my heart.
Stress much?
So, in the interim, during the 3 months, I was talking to my boss, and, every time I talked to her, she cried, and it just broke my heart. And I'm like, don't cry for me. I mean, I'm fine. I'll survive. And she goes, well, maybe you should take this time to just do something really cool. Where do you want to go? I said, well, I kind of want to go back to work. I need money to go places. What kind of weird world do you live in? You could just go without.
You're like, I still have a mortgage.
Yeah, not backpacking for 3 months.
Yeah. Do I look like a backpacker?
You're like, the severance wasn't that good.
Yeah.
No. My see-through pants? No. She goes, well, think about where you want to go. And I mean, I was caught off guard. I thought this was going to be a business chat, like, hey, let me show you how to create multi-channel fulfillments on a bulk Amazon. No, we're talking about vacations. I said, all right, this is better than work. I said, well, you know what? I've always wanted to go to Alaska. She goes, go to Alaska. I said, oh, okay, are you financing this? I mean, where is this going? She goes, I do believe that you'll find a way to go to Alaska. You've been through a lot these past 3 months, and you really deserve it. Okay, whatever. So I ended up going down and seeing my grandmother in Tennessee. It was my birthday, and she wanted to throw me a birthday party, and my aunt came over for the little party. Like, okay, hi. And we were talking, and her last day of work before retirement was the same day as my day of layoff. I said, so what are you going to do? She goes, oh, I'm going on a cruise to New Zealand. I said, wow.
Amazing.
Goes, it's like a 27-day cruise. I said, dang. She goes, well, have you ever heard of this website? It's called Vacations to Go. I said, no. She goes, look, you might find something for cheap. I said, I don't know. How much is cheap? She goes, let me look. She gets out her phone. She's like, okay, you want to go to Alaska? How many days do you want to go to Alaska? I said, all of them.
All of them.
So she's looking.
As long as
I have no ties
stay.
here. Yeah. Sorry, Ed.
Ed, you'll be okay. I promise. I could work remote from the cruise ship. I promise. Probably not.
Those errors will be there when I get back.
Yeah. She goes, okay, wild guest. 10 days on an Alaskan cruise sailing from Seattle all the way up into the whatnots. I said, I don't know. She goes, wild guess. Just how much do you think it's going to cost?
10 grand.
$5 grand.
Said, I think I said like $6 grand.
Sure.
I said like, that's going to wipe out a big part of that severance. She goes, how about $380?
Get out. Wait, what's this website again?
Vacations to go.
Hold on.
I said, are you for real? And she goes, yep. And she showed me her phone, and true
That was
enough,
it?
there it was, $380.
So when are you going?
I leave. So I'm taking the train from Union Station to Seattle. So we're doing the Empire Builder to see
That's
all the
fun.
Amazing.
So we leave on the 16th.
And when you
So-
say we, who's
nice.
we?
Oh, just a friend is going on the train. I'm going on the cruise by myself.
Okay,
Oh,
very
okay,
nice,
okay.
very nice. But at least you're not traveling alone to Seattle. That's
Right,
nice.
right.
Wait, I'm going this way. Wrong way. I went to the right. You got to go left.
All over the
Whatever.
place.
I don't know which way we're facing
Yeah.
right now.
That way.
Wow, that's incredible.
Yeah,
Good
so-
for you.
So I booked it, and I was like, what did I just do? I totally shirked all adulting responsibilities, and it felt kind of good.
Yeah.
Like, you know what?
I do that like 3 times a year when I go to Florida.
yeah.
I'm just like, "Pff, I'm
Shut
out of
the
here.
phone off. Yeah,
Yeah.
done. Wow,
Exactly.
good for you.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
So, I feel like when I get back, I'll get a little bit more serious about my job hunt
Yeah.
because it's kind
Yeah.
of fruitless right now because, if I get interviews, I'm going to have to say, hey, sorry, I'm going to go gallivant in the Northwest for a while. And then, November's no good for me because my dance card is totally full then.
Yeah.
I might be able to start in December, but also the job search, that is the most depressing thing I have done.
I have heard that it's a little bit rough this year.
Yeah.
It's
Like
so
worse
rough.
than most years.
Yeah,
But luckily I haven't had to look, so I don't know what it is.
Please
but
don't make me look for a job.
yeah,
Please don't
can
make me
you
look.
share like what's out there, what's happening?
the problem that I've experienced is that a lot of people go through LinkedIn. Everybody's
Yeah.
got their professional
Yes.
profile up there. They've got, their connections. They've got people that vouch for their talents. They've got, all of their accolades and certifications and whatnot, but everybody is on there. So when you go to look for a job in your relevant field, you're looking at it and see 12,000 other people have applied. And it's like, what?
Yeah.
I'm pretty special.
How
I
you
think
gonna
I'm
stand
pretty
out,
okay.
right?
But
Yeah.
in a pool of 12,000 people, that is just it's daunting. It's
Yeah.
absolutely daunting. And then one of the other girls that got laid off with me, she only got to stick around for a month. She did the statistics as to how many jobs she applied for and how many actually called her back. So with LinkedIn, I think she applied for 27 jobs and she got 0 response from any
my
of them.
gosh.
Okay.
And she's brilliant.
Yeah.
She is just a master of what she does. And I said, 0? She said, absolutely 0. And then with Indeed, I think it was 45 jobs she applied for. And she got callbacks from 2.
Oh my
Wow.
gosh.
Wow. Okay.
We need to go back to the old days where you went in for an interview,
Oh,
drop
yeah.
off your resume,
Resume, yep.
meet people, because then they see you, looking at a picture of somebody on the internet. You have no clue what this person's
Yeah, or reading the
personality is like.
top line or
Yeah.
I know that some websites, depending on how you answer a question, you immediately and you may not know.
Yeah.
It may be that you're filling all of this out, and by the second question, it could have already put you to the
already
right.
shoved
Exactly.
you
Instead of,
off.
yeah.
And
Crazy.
So it's just so high tech. It's I just want to sit down and talk to somebody.
Yeah.
And
I've
so-
also heard that you have to be a little careful on LinkedIn because there are scammers. There's scammers
Yeah.
everywhere. But
Yeah.
because of the 12,000 applicants and everyone that's on LinkedIn,
Yeah.
there are companies that reach out and say, hey, we would love to interview you. You go through I'm doing quotes, you go through the interview process. And then they say, great, let's go ahead and fill out your banking. And then they go and take all your money.
No
So
way.
be careful.
Yes.
Oh,
Make sure
no.
it's through ADP or
that's
a
so
trusted
crazy.
source. What do
I
you use?
would-
You use
Paylocity.
yeah, so make sure it's a trusted
Yeah.
source that
Whoa.
you add in your information.
I would have
You
never
don't
thought of that.
just-
I think I'm
I
going to
have
stay
seen
without
that.
a job.
And now that we've just talked about it, you'll see it on TikTok because I've been seeing it on TikTok. They're warning everyone,
Yeah.
please be careful. Don't give your information. And we all know that, but you get so excited
Yeah.
to get the job. You
Yeah.
finally got the call back out of the 12,000 applicants and they're like, let's do this. And, what's your social and all this kind of stuff. You can put it all in ADP or
Yeah.
Paylocity or whatever. I can't think
Yeah.
of anything else that's out there, but make sure it's legit.
That's a really good PSA.
Yes.
That's crazy. I would have
Yes.
never thought of that.
Please be
Neither.
careful.
Me either.
And your emotions get in it too.
Right.
So you're not really thinking, like you haven't worked in 3 months or whatever. So then someone calls you back and you're like, wow, they want me.
Yeah.
You know?
Out of 12,000 people, they want me.
Yeah. So
It's my profile
Yeah.
picture, I'm sure.
for sure.
I
You
love
were wearing
wearing them.
pictures. They're so
You were
great.
wearing them see-through pants in your profile picture, weren't you?
Polka dots.
Oh, let's hope it doesn't come to OnlyFans.
So, what's the time frame here? Like, when was your last day?
My last day was September 30th.
Okay.
So recent. It's a
Very
fresh,
recent. Yes.
very fresh wound.
Yeah.
And then on October, whatever day it was, that Monday, my mind was still like, I have to check messages.
Oh,
Yeah.
And so I went on my computer and it's like, what am I doing? I don't do this
Like,
anymore.
I don't have a job.
And I got
I
really
can go back to
confused.
bed.
Well, I did. I got so confused, and I did. I went back to bed, and I laid there for a while, like, well, now what do I do?
Wow.
I'm just kind of lost.
Yeah.
I'm absolutely lost.
So did you open a beer again?
Maybe a little bit later.
She's got one here tonight too.
It's a staple of my diet.
How many hours do you work for Ed's Plants? Ed's Plants
Anywhere,
shop.
Between 10 and 15.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
not, it's
So
not
you can,
tons.
if you get a full-time job, you can still keep Ed's. Is
Oh,
what
yeah.
yeah. Okay.
Absolutely. So the parameters of my job search is that I still need to work for Ed.
Yes,
I
absolutely.
love Ed.
Yeah.
I
yeah,
would,
absolutely.
You know, I would take a part-time job working at the Quick Trip before I would like get a real job and not be able to work for
there.
Ed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for
And
sure.
of course, my mom thinks that's the stupidest thing. She's like,
Oh,
well,
no.
Well, so I was offered a job. So it was actually my boss at the old company's brother's company offered me a great paying job, but it was like 8 to 4 every day of the week. You get half an hour for lunch. You have to be on call all that time. I'm like,
yeah.
that doesn't sound like fun at all.
Like they
Yeah.
monitor you being
Yeah,
online.
exactly.
And,
And I mean, I'm a very diligent worker,
mm-hmm.
but I work when my mind is there.
Yes.
You know, so like if I want to knock out an Ed project at 4 o'clock in the morning because I have insomnia and I can't sleep, I do that.
Yes.
Because I mean, I feel like a fresh brain at 4 o'clock in the morning is going to perform a lot better than a brain at 2 o'clock in the afternoon
Yeah.
where you're just sitting there thinking, I want pizza and beer. I mean,
Yeah.
and it's going to be hard to find something, but I'm not going to jump into something that isn't right.
Good for
because-
you. Good for you.
And then, you know, I was also thinking, since I am kind of fresh back in the Midwest and I haven't met many people, like, well, maybe I do need a job at brick and mortar so I can meet friends.
Go
Yeah.
to Quick Trip.
I'm telling you.
I love Quick Trip.
I could meet friends and, you know, be like Miss Popularity in my see-through pants. But
Yeah.
I mean, so it's just like, it's a
Stepping
big
stones.
tug of war as to what's best for me
Mm-hmm.
career-wise. And yeah, so the job search, it was, you know, it's such a roller coaster. So I found a job that it was like, I want to do this. It was basically doing everything that I'm doing for Ed's plant shop for another plant shop.
Sure,
Like,
sure.
I could do that. There's no conflict of interest, right? So I put together the most amazing cover letter. I'm like, I have over 20 years in the horticulture field. I have, you know, 6 years doing website optimization and SEO stuff. I've got, you know, all of my writing, whatever. I didn't even get a ping back. I felt like I was dumped. I just felt depressed.
Or
Yeah.
overqualified.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
They probably looked at that and saw dollar signs because you
Yeah.
are so good at what you do and thinks,
They were like,
we
shit,
really
she's going to
don't
want more than $12 an hour.
Yeah.
We can't just send her free plans instead of pay. We can't do barter. But yeah, so it's going to be fine. It's going to be definitely a change.
Yeah.
That's all.
I've seen a lot of people complaining, applying for jobs, and the companies want 5 years experience in technology that's only been around for 3 years. Like, that's a huge thing going on right now.
Interesting.
Really?
Because, you know, everything moves so fast. Just like you said, trying to do, you know, social media. If you're not right there as soon as that trend comes out, it's
Yeah.
already outdated, you know? So it's like, oh, well, you have to have, you know, we'll just say 10 years experience on the TikTok app. Well, it's only been around for 4, you know,
Yeah,
or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
So it's stupid things like that. It's who's putting this together, you
Maybe
know?
that's how they choose who they hire, is you have to call them out. Be like,
Maybe,
hey,
maybe.
That's a great
Maybe.
call.
It tests your observational skills.
And how much of a dick you are.
Hey.
Like, if you come at them real dicky, they're like, whoa, whoa. But if you're like, excuse me, but this has only been around, they're like, okay, she's pleasant, you know?
And you could send screenshots of the Wikipedia
Yeah,
page as to
yeah.
like when it was founded.
Oh,
It's like,
that's funny.
hey, brother, I think you
Hey,
need
brother.
to fix this.
That's so funny.
Sorry, I listened to a podcast on Hulk Hogan.
I love it.
I've been calling everybody brother.
Brother.
I was in traffic the other day and somebody caught me out. I shook my fist. I was like, hey, brother. I was like, who is this person?
Well, you're nicer than what I call him in traffic.
Yeah, for sure.
I went into full Hulk Hogan mode. It was great.
That's funny.
So we mentioned beer a few
Ooh.
times. So and because it's spooky
Beer.
season, I looked up some great pumpkin beers that are out there right now.
Boo beer.
So I thought maybe we would end with just some beers that we might try.
Okay.
While she's in Alaska and while she's off here for the
Ooh.
next 4 weeks or
I
so.
may have tried some of them.
All
There
right,
you
let's
go.
find out.
Let's find
So this one is national. It's the Sam Adams Jacko Pumpkin Ale.
Oh.
I have definitely tried that.
I've never had
It's
that.
very good.
Yeah.
I can't remember. It's been a couple years. I can't rate it 1 to 10 on pumpkin flavor, but I know that there's a difference between like fall, harvest, pumpkin. Like you're really going to get a pumpkin flavor
Yeah.
if it says pumpkin.
Yeah.
If it says harvest, it's sometimes like I can't remember what it was, but I tried it. It was almost a little smoky, like it reminded me of campfire.
Oh.
You know, so
It was wet
I'm a
leaves
pumpkin
burning.
fan. Yeah, other people like the,
Rotten hay bale. There's also the Oktoberfest beers, which
Yeah.
I feel
Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
like,
like
dark.
relabeled.
I can't do them.
Something else.
They put a weird
Yeah.
taste in my mouth. You know,
Is it
I'd
like
rather
bitter.
For me, it is. So it could just
Yeah.
be my palate, like how I
don't
take
do a lot
it.
of weird beers. I drink the one Weifenschaffenschofen from the Brat House, and that's the only weird beer that I drink. Otherwise, I stick to locals, meaning Coors Light and Twisted Teas.
I had my first Coors Light the other day.
Yeah. Oh, I offered you one tonight
I
too,
don't
and you were
think
like,
I'm gonna
"No,
have
I'll
a
take
second
I'll take
one."
that other one
She's
you got
got
in your hand."
Kishwaukee Brewery tonight.
Yeah,
It's
that's
very
good.
good.
Yeah, I like
it
that.
exploded on me.
Yeah, it did a little bit. Sorry.
She was licking the bottle.
I was.
I did drink one of those, a couple of those. I've drinking a couple of those, and
They are
those are pretty
good.
good.
Yeah, they are very good.
They're not too strong for somebody who is used to like a domestic. you
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
Yeah.
So this one's only available in New Jersey, but the can looks really cool. It's called Ship Bottom Brewery, and it's a pumpkin ale, and it's a 9.4%. Yeah.
You only
So
need
for me,
like
I
three
would.
of
I was
those.
gonna say for me, I'd need
Yeah.
a half.
Jeez.
You know,
A half.
someone more professional
Come
might drink
on.
for me.
Give me a 6-pack. Let's see where this evening goes.
They're headquartered in New Jersey, which was why they only sell in New Jersey.
Okay.
I don't think I want to go to New Jersey
No.
for anything, including beer.
Let's go to this one called Warlock from Southern Tier Brewing Company.
Oh,
They're
I've
from
heard-
Pennsylvania.
Yeah, I've heard of them.
Cute purple label. And it is a 8.6% Imperial Pumpkin Stout.
Oh, Imperial.
Warlock.
That means
Warlock.
it'll punch you in the gut.
Yes, for sure. Best essence of fall is the Iron Hill Brewery Pumpkin Ale, 5.5%. That's more like what I would like. I
Yeah.
like the fives.
I was just looking at my Twisted Tea as a 5%.
Yeah, I'm a 5%. It's a pumpkin ale, super cool can. It's like the moon looks like a pumpkin.
That
It's
is
a
a
blue
cool can,
can.
yeah.
And it's called pumpkin ale. You can look at this at foodnetwork.com.
Oh,
I'll
okay.
share the link so you can see the images.
So where is Iron Hill?
Oh,
from?
I'm sorry. Yes. Newark, Delaware.
Oh.
Yes.
Is
yes.
Delaware even a real state?
I was going to say,
Oh, that's their headquartered. So let's see where they're actually, you can get it in Delaware.
I'll meet you in Delaware. How about that? We could prove that it
I'm
exists.
still not convinced it's a real place.
This one is 100% gluten-free.
Ooh.
Yes. I don't know why the 100%, like it's either gluten-free or it's not, right?
Right, yeah.
Right. Okay. So this is from Holidaily Brewing Company, and it's called Patchy Waters Pumpkin Ale, gluten-free.
I like the name.
And
Patchy.
it's 6%. And you can find it in Arizona, California, Colorado, Kansas, Missouri, Texas, Wyoming.
Well,
Huh.
Missouri's pretty close to
It's
us.
from Colorado.
We
so
could probably get our hands on some of that stuff.
New Ridge Brewing Horror Business.
Whoa.
It's an English ale, 6.1%.
Horror.
It's available
Horror.
in Philadelphia.
Philly.
So this one's like red with orange, and it's got New Ridge on there, and it's a pumpkin ale.
Now, do beware if you're trying to like tote beer over borders. If you have more than one person can consume in a reasonable amount of time, it could be considered bootlegging. You can get in a lot of trouble.
Oh.
I learned that this weekend at the weekend prior. I don't know, too many beers. Don't remember when, but I was there. So
Too many bootlegging beers.
when you go to New Glarus, they have the whole beer cellar
yeah.
thing where they have like the beer buggies. It's like wagons that you just fill up with
Yes.
booze. So we filled up
So
the
we
little
filled it up.
So we filled up the beer buggy, and the cashier is like, "Oh,
Where are you going?
are you from around here?" I said, "Well, yeah, I live over in Lake Mills." "Oh, okay, so you're staying in the state." I said, "I'm staying in the state." "Okay, so and he gave me the whole rundown.
Wow.
And like the penalties if you get caught and all this. I'm like, so what
What
about
happens? Do you go to jail?
you get like it could be depending on how many like cases you have. So like say you went and got, I don't know, 24 packs of spotted cow and have them in your trunk, you could get like a $5,000 fine.
Dang.
What?
Yeah. So I'm like,
heard
well,
of that.
all of these.
Tell Aunt Teresa she better go get her own. She's always like, bring me spotted cow.
Yeah.
You get 2 cases. That's
Yeah.
it.
And some fireworks.
Well,
Fireworks are up there.
No, I will not be carrying alcohol and illegal fireworks in my
What
car.
kind of fine would that be?
I don't know.
Throw some weed in there too. Why don't we?
Oh no. I don't have bail money for you two. I'm sorry.
I know you got to take your trip to Alaska.
I
It's
love
fine.
you guys, but you'll have to stay in.
Not bail money, love.
We always
bootleg
say we
jail.
have bail money for each other.
Yeah, we
you
do.
know?
My husband
Yeah.
always says that. He goes, they piss you off. I got some cash.
I got
Don't
some
worry about
cash.
it. Don't worry about it, especially if it comes to the kids.
I'm pretty
and my good
confident
friends.
that Stephen Meredith would come bail me out.
Absolutely,
if I really
we
needed
would.
it.
100%.
They know
Wouldn't
I'd-
even matter the reason.
They'd know I'd pay him back.
It wouldn't even matter the
If it's
reason.
bootlegging.
Hooking, bootlegging, fireworks. I'm coming to get you.
If you decide to do hooking, I've got pants. If you want to borrow them.
She's got some polka dot underwear. Middle age though.
I'll get my own striped underwear, thank you. But yes, I may need the pants.
Maybe
or the
that,
tights.
that could be our new business in Denver.
There you
That's
go.
what we could do. We could become hookers.
With the see-through tights.
pants. It'd be freaking cold, that's for sure. I don't know if we want to do that there.
There's a few more on this list, but the last one, which looks super cool, is Forgotten Boardwalk Brewing. And they are also in New Jersey. 8.5%, and it's an Imperial Pumpkin Ale.
A lot
So
of
now
New
I
New
just- Jersey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a party place.
Yeah. We'll have to research why
See,
that is, but that's
I was
pretty cool.
hoping that
Joyzy.
the
Joyzy.
Dogfist pumpkin.
Oh yeah, it wasn't on here.
That one
yes.
is
I did see
so
it on some
good.
other sites though. Yes.
That one is mega good.
And I did just look up pumpkin ale because selfishly I like pumpkin.
Yeah.
But there's others out there like the Oktoberfest, Harvests, fall, all that. So there's a lot of lists
yeah,
out
the
there.
pumpkin
So.
is so good.
And if you're
Yeah.
interested, there's a lot of lists on the best wines too. Like we have Witch's
Ooh.
Brew, which is very cheap,
Yes.
but still fun to you heat it up.
It's good.
You can
Yeah.
heat it up and have it warm,
Like
nice
pumpkin
on a sore
wine?
throat. Yeah.
Warm wine.
Pumpkin wine?
Well, it's spicy.
Yeah, it's more like
Oh,
spicy. They
okay.
call it Witch's Brew.
Okay.
But yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's red or white now.
Do they have a white one
I think
too?
they do have a white one
Yeah.
now. And every year it's the exact same formula with a different label.
Yeah.
So it's been like black, orange, purple, white, maybe. I don't
Maybe.
know. But every
Yeah.
year you can tell what year it is. Like I still have an orange one, but that was the first year I think they came out.
Yeah.
Now, where does that come from?
Well, I find it
I
at,
think
like,
it's
anywhere.
Michigan. Hold on,
Yeah.
let me grab the bottle real quick and
Yeah.
I'll tell you.
Yeah,
oh,
yeah, yeah.
boy.
It's got spiced wine warm to fill the twilight with cinnamon, cloves, and nutmeg to dispel the chill of the season, or chilled for a unique, refreshing red.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's 12.5% alcohol.
Yeah, yeah.
Dang, girl.
And actually, when they were doing samples for it, they were warming it up to show you that
Oh,
you
were
can
they?
have it like as a warm tea,
Yeah.
but it's warm 12%.
Yeah. have some
Isn't
of
that
this
neat?
tea to
What
go
year?
to
Does
bed.
it say a year on there? Is it Lanau? Is it
It's
what is
like-
it? What is the winery?
Lanau.
Lanau, something like that.
Something, yeah.
Begins with an L, yeah.
Yeah. But they got a picture of Michigan on the back, so.
Check it out. It's cheap, but it's good. It's good. You don't have to have much.
Date.
I know because we buy it here at our local store
Yeah.
that started in Michigan, so they have a lot of Michigan-based products.
Yeah,
also.
yeah.
Yeah.
My
Cool.
favorite is cherry wine, but we're in spooky season, so I won't
We gotta
mention
be
that
spooky.
next year. Yeah, but all right. Well, very good.
Is that it?
Yes, amazing. Thank you
Already
for
done?
Here we
joining
go.
us again. Oh,
Made
you
and
found it?
bottled by Lilanu Wine Cellars, Omena, Michigan.
Okay,
Omena, O-M-E-N-A.
check it
Omena.
out. Check it
Yeah.
out. Maybe we'll give a few out to some
Ooh,
listeners. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see.
Giveaway time.
Yeah, I'll
Yay.
send this old bottle to somebody. Let me know if it's
You know
good.
what? It's probably 15% now.
Yeah.
I was gonna
Hells
say, you
yeah.
have to put like cobwebs on
Yeah.
it.
Yes,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
I'll ship a bottle of wine out to somebody.
But we're not bootlegging.
No, we're
It's
not.
just one bottle.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, can I even ship it? Probably not.
Yeah, you
Someone
can.
it'll have to be local. They'll have to come grab it.
All right.
Nikki, thank you so much for joining
Thanks
us.
for having me,
thanks,
guys.
Good luck
Nikki.
on the
It's
job
always
search.
Yay.
Good luck
Thank
on the pants that are
And
see-through.
have fun in Alaska.
And
I
have
will.
have a wonderful trip.
I'll send you postcards.
Yay!
Please do. Thank you,
Everybody.
Nikki.
Yay! Oogity
Spooky. Oogity boogity.
Oogity boogity.
Spooky season. This podcast is brought to you by NameTag Productions, LLC. Entire podcast, unless otherwise stated, written by the hosts. The Clopen Effect, a retail podcast. If we have to be all in this together, we might as well make it fun.